Hi everybody, Sid. Um, Doing something slightly different, another series, so to speak. Let me just get my viewpoint back to forward. In addition to Feed the Beast, Titanium Gaming also hosts a normal Minecraft server. Let me just get that sorted out my view as well. So I'm going to do some work on this server. We're going to start off with a tour of some of the work that's already been done. This server's been running for about 6 months now, so there's a considerable amount already built, stuff to show you around, but there's still a considerable amount I want to build as well. So, yep, what's that? At spawn, as the sign there is indicating. These heads are the heads of all the staff members, so Jaden and Kasoma, who are the co-owners of the server, Jay or Squiggly Cargo, who's an admin, myself, who is admin, where are we, Kazi, who is admin, and then we've got Cal and Kimber. Oh my god, what has Kimber done to her skin? She looks even more derpy than usual. Yeah, so that's Kimber's head there. Yep, spawn, we end up on this platform, ender chest just for new players to use while they're working there. We have quite a few rules, and obviously, like any server, anti-griefing rules, stuff like that. You can reset the time of the day, you can turn the weather back to sun for a price if you want to. So when you enter out in sport, you enter into the spawn town. This is the view you're first greeted with. Yep, my airship up there. I will say I actually did build the majority of this town. So yeah, so there's a certain amount of personal pride here. Let me just do a fly command, and I mean I could be doing this in creative, but there you go. Now spawn itself is a pyramid, or zigguratted pyramid if you like, set in a desert setting, so the town has been built very much around the theme of a desert, and most of this serves no function other than decoration, and just letting my ego run wild really here. On the high street outside of spawn we've got embassy plots, a couple empty there, and this is, I'm not sure whose this one is, I think it may be Kazi's town off the top of my head. No information there, and we run down here, this will be Gabe's, yep, Gabe's. We've got the Guild of Merchant Adventurers, Player Bizarre spawn, and that's my embassy over there. Now if I just run around, we've got kitty cats, and running down into here, into the things, we have the admin shops. Now players can buy most commonly available items in here for cash, which they can get in a variety of ways, and we use that iConomy plugin and sign shops. In addition, if I just go over to these guys over here, starters, I've got 4 villager shops in here. So this guy sells magic armor, weapons and tools. Now you see, I'm selling magic armor, weapons and tools. That sounds a little bit OP, but the basic premise was that if you want a Silk Touch and Breaking 3 Efficiency 4 pick, you're probably going to have to enchant either a whole load of books or a whole load of picks. So for the cost of 3 times in diamonds the pick, plus some emeralds for the villagers' time, he'll sell you one and you get the enchants you want. Nothing OP. Efficiency 4 pick, same thing. It's basically 3 times the cost of the diamonds. So this guy will sell you arms and armour. Now if you're unfortunate enough not to have an Extreme Hills biome, you can come to this guy and he will trade you on a 2-for-1 basis diamonds or emeralds. These villagers aren't stupid, they're not like the ones you'll find in the village. These know a good deal when they see it. So in addition to that, we have a number of games. We have Mob Arena and some adventure areas, a few other bits and pieces, and the prizes in those are Bedrock. Why Bedrock, you ask? Because players can't obtain it normally and they can't place it. And for these they can get some custom items. So for example, they can get the diving helmet, which is Unbreaking 5, Aqua Affinity 5 and Respiration 10. Obviously not obtainable normally. The tank chest plate. Now bear in mind, getting 7 bedrock is a major undertaking. I would expect that to take someone several months to achieve it, just to get these 1 items, which is why they all have a high unbreaking value. And similarly, for lower prizes we give out lava blocks. Not lava buckets, lava source blocks. Again, unobtainable normally, and you can trade 5 of those in to get a bedrock. Okay, over this side we've got a similar kind of concept. Only this guy sells tools, so he's our up-grunted tools. So these are legendary items, which you shouldn't get many of. Now the only other thing to mention here in the main spawn building is our competition, Hall of Fame. So we host building competitions, and for that they can win bedrock money, yada yada. So the first one, there we go, build your dream home, and we have various winners, second and third. Kazi actually entered before she became an admin. Similarly with the redstone competition, Kazi entered that but she wasn't a judge. And we're just in the process of finishing off the building competition to build a mob arena, which is one of the plugins we run. Okay, what else is there to point out at spawn? Whoa. Apart from that, it's turned to night. Well, now it's night, and I've still got my fly enabled. We wanted something to celebrate major events, so, you know, for us in the UK, VE Day, whatever it may be, birthdays, for American cousins, Independence Day, we didn't want you anyway, birthdays, whatever, so we installed this. The entire roof of the spawn building is a giant infinite firework display. So yeah, we've got that built in here. Now, we also have down here, I think it's this building, this is our survival games hub. We only have 3 maps at the moment, and there's not a lot of players use these, to be honest. It's constant debate whether we keep survival games or not. At the moment, I think we are, but you know, it may change. So yeah, we've got the desert area, we've got the kitty cats, the 4 portals just outside the spawn building. These are wilderness portals, and each will take you approximately 50,000 blocks away from spawn. The idea was to prevent too much building just around this area, and you know the ones I'm talking about, the mud shacks and various other bits and pieces there. I don't know whether that's showing up there, but my battery alert has just come on, which might be why my machine's been running a little bit slug-like. Alright. I hadn't plugged it in properly. Anyway, so there will take you out to those. We also have portals here to the Skylands, Alfheim, which is a Nordic themed setting, Newbie Town, which is just an area that players can go to, and the building competitions, which is a creative world. We'll jump through here just briefly. And this will take us back into the Skylands. If you've not seen Skylands before, now you have it. This is basically another one of my airships. This is the Air Galley. There's a copy of the airship over there from Spawn, and this is the airship dock. And we have a few people have bases in the Skylands. It is a constant source of worry for us, this particular thing. So here we have somebody's got a build. I don't know whose it is, or for that matter what it is, but yeah, someone started building something out here. Yeah, so that's Skylands. Some people like it, some people don't. So let's just go back and jump back into the main world. I'll pop into Alfheim just briefly to have a look in there. And I don't know why these portals have to be so damn noisy. Well, why they're not. By default these worlds aren't loaded, so consequently some of them may take a while to load the first time. So Alfheim is, as you guessed, Nordic themed. There again are a few people who've built around here. Oh, it's night time in Alfheim. Lots of cliffs, fjords, ravines. Yeah, it's quite a pretty landscape really. And we have a few bits and pieces out here as well. The spawns in these satellite worlds are, by design, a little bit less elaborate. But again, built these, particularly quite like the dragon head that we got on the building there, and the design of the fort. So this is Alfheim. Now these portals are actually using the Multiverse Portal mod, and then we're using World Edit to fill them with Nether Portal effects. So yeah, there's nothing particularly special about them. The building of this town was quite a long job. You will notice that some of these buildings are duplicated and they have been used throughout, so I won't say that I built every single one of these by hand. They've been adapted, modified, tweaked and copied. And as we work through, we've got the harbour district. There's some farms over here. Surprisingly, not very griefed farms. We do get some mobs in there. And then we've got the galleys at the dock. This is somebody else's ship. I can't remember who built that one, with the loading cranes. Yep, so this is what you're presented with the very first time you enter the Titanium Gaming Minecraft server. And it has been a labour of, I was going to say a labour of love, but sometimes it's a labour of absolute will you stop. The other thing I didn't show you over here on the other side of the building, well, we just run up. We can go up and have a look at the airship. So yeah, that's based off some designs I've seen elsewhere and modified. This is the Skylark, which comes from a children's programme from my youth, which escapes me right now. But I'm sure I'll remember once I've stopped recording. We also have over here the arena. Now the idea behind this is fairly simple. If I just get myself in and around. Players want to PvP, but they don't want to PvP against somebody when they're wearing their iron armour and the other one's running around in his enchanted diamond armour with sharpness 5 fire aspect sword. So they can come in here. I can always hit slash spawn, can't I, to get back. They're told to put all of their equipment into this ender chest. They go and stand on this chest, and these dispensers will dispense out various coloured, red at this side, blue at the other, and it will give them an iron sword, and they then go and stand on this end pressure plate, and when the corresponding player at the other side is standing on this plate, both doors open, they go in there, kick the snot out of each other, and then the exit is over there. In fact, I can do it, can't I? Oh, I can't, because I need another player at the other side. Yeah, so yep, so that's our little PvP arena. I'm looking at some plugins which may formalise that a little bit as well. Just as usual, PvP is one of those areas where you end up with the majority of the disputes. The bazaar is actually built underneath spawn, so you can see from my mini-map in the top corner I'm still here. And the various players can set up their chest shops down here and sell their wares. 264 cobble, they're joking, they're having a giraffe. Yeah, I'll not shop here, I don't think. This probably not for me. Yeah, so this is the bazaar. And again, we have a second floor ready for when players want it. And I think it's, I've just got to remind me, SP shop. If you are a sponsor on the server, we have a warp down to the sponsor shop. Notice the red carpet, VIP treatment. It's again 2 floors, we're directly under the spawn building, and here they can buy things they can't buy upstairs, or they can buy things they can buy upstairs but for slightly less. So various heads, beacon block if you really want to spend that much money, diamonds, mob eggs, you know, little hard to find things that you can't normally get, portal blocks, tools, so on and so forth. And downstairs they've got more bits and pieces. So yeah, wool and dyes down here. So that's spawn, and I think next episode I'll probably take you out to my town, Port Valentine. In fact, we'll finish the episode over in our embassy, and I'll show you around some of the other bits and pieces I've been building on the server for the last 6 months or so. I think someone's had some of my heads off these walls. I'm going to be checking that later. But yeah, my shop up here where you can get your various bits and pieces. Yeah, someone's definitely griefed my shop. Lovely, just what you want to see when you come in to do a video. But we'll, in fact, I'm going to get the Hawkeye tool up now and go item break. Oh, nothing. Oh. Interesting. Let me just get that back up and see if I can't. Looks like possibly something broke, but there's no Hawkeye data for those at all, which is very interesting. Oh well, a mystery, but it's not the end of the world. I think that was it's possibly even, that was a Enderman head, I think, and that was a spider or something or other. We have a plugin which gives additional mob heads. So it's possible that that's because all of these were the additional mob head plugs as well. So, mob heads, so yeah. And this is my portal, so anybody can come to my embassy, run through my portal, and appear in Port Valentine. Oop, one eventually. Stop it. Right, anyway. That was spawn. So next time we'll come back and have a look at Port Valentine. and thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed a quick tour of Spawn there, and see you next time. Bye.